The GAN 15 is set to come out in just a few months' time, but could this be the first flagship from them that doesn't have adjustable magnets? Well, some people are suggesting that the prototypes for this new cube doesn't include custom magnets, so in this video I'll talk about what we know so far and whether or not these changes could actually be beneficial. But this all starts with the GAN SSL, a competition where 16 of the best cubers went to China to go against each other with smart cubes. During this time they also got to tour the factory where all GAN cubes are made, as well as testing out a bunch of the prototypes for the new 15. But listen to what Chris Mills, who was one of the competitors, had to say about these cubes.
We were given a tour of the factory and we got taken up to the top floor where they had most of their offices and like a kind of meeting room kind of thing and like their showroom. And we walked to like the meeting room, and across these like 3 tables they had 15 different prototypes. They had some spring versions, they had some maglev versions, they had ones with slightly different centerpiece design, stuff like that. I think mostly it was just like different magnets because they don't have, the GAN 15 doesn't have adjustable magnets. At least these prototypes didn't.
So as far as we know, this could be the first time a flagship 3x3 from GAN does not include any form of adjustable magnets. And here's why that could actually be a good thing. If you go through any of the comments on my videos, you'll see how many people disagree with adjustable magnets being important on cubes. And pretty much everyone prefers not having to make a bunch of changes on their 3x3s. On top of this, they can often come loose and get damaged easily, as well as randomly changing mid-solve, which sort of renders them useless anyway. Furthermore, the obvious benefit is that it will make the cubes so much cheaper as there's simply not as much to offer compared to previous flagships. For example, with the GAN 13, whilst there was a normal version, there is also an FX version which doesn't have magnets that you can change. And whilst it isn't a whole lot cheaper now, when it first came out, this model would have been nearly $20 cheaper. Therefore, if they are seriously not going to include adjustable magnets on the 15, they should ensure that it costs considerably less than something like the 14 or 13. But also, there is an argument to be made that GAN are always striving to make the most premium flagships, and they have never before cared about not including something to make their products cheaper. So why are they completely getting rid of one of the main features that differentiates budget cubes from premium ones? Without adjustable magnets, this cube will offer an incredible tensioning system, corner-to-core magnets and edge-to-core magnets. But all of those features are also available on something like the WRM version 10, yet I can't see GAN choosing to price their newest flagship at around the £30 mark, because that's way too cheap for them. But if they don't copy the V10's price, this will just result in everyone picking something like that over the 15, because they can get the exact same features for a much lower price. We also have to consider whether this is actually going to be a thing that gets carried through to the final model. It is very possible that GAN are just making a bunch of different prototypes where they do not care about magnets, so that instead they can focus on getting the actual piece design right first. This means that when they come to the later stages of production, they will start implementing the more premium features to ensure the 15 is like all other GAN flagships. And this might further be backed up by some of the other videos we have seen of the 15, where you can see that there are no notches for adjustable magnets yet. But it is somewhat likely that this changes before the actual release. Now moving on to some of the other things we know about the GAN 15, and one of those is whether this will actually be used by the best cubers. So to answer that, take a look at this clip.
Yeah, like I'd never really used the 14. I had a couple 13s and I never really liked it. And the 14 just felt like an improvement on the 13, but the 15 feels like an improvement on the 12.
Everyone knows how none of the top cubers used the 13 or 14 as they all just preferred the 12. However, if the 15 is an improvement on that, it could genuinely be incredible. But that's pretty much all we know about this cube so far. Let me know what you think about the adjustable magnets in the comments down below. Check out Chris Mills and SpeedCube NZ in the description. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.